A lot of losses, my nigga. That shit
You
changed my
niggas can't
life.
walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway from nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You are now listening to Barco Boys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to some regular guys and lady. With some regular conversation. Some real conversation. Get y'all funky ass up. Y'all know the routine is Monday. I'm still under the weather. Let's get it together.
Top of the morning. I'm sick as shit and I ain't even sick. So
I'm
if you know
sick.
what that mean, man.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Just wasn't a good weekend for me, man.
We know what that means.
I've been off the radar for the last 2 days, man. Wasn't the outcome we was looking for this weekend, man, for my Nightmare Boys. Actually on no level, our younger team lost in the second round. On Sunday, they lost yesterday 12-0. We lost 23-0. Rough weekend for the guys, man. Jabari had a tough loss, man, where he scored on the last play of the game, and they wound up saying it wasn't a touchdown. They lost 19-18 in the tough one. Shit, it was a rough weekend, man, for 919. For Raleigh, it was a tough weekend. Big shout out to the Dark Horses 13U. They won. They wound up getting it done over there in the Division 2. Big shout out to them. But yeah, that was FABA Elite season, man. And it's officially FABA Elite season. This is kind of where I take over in the off season. And it's Vegas time now, baby.
That's what it's all about, man. Good morning, man. Get on up. Get ready for that Sports Farm Las Vegas Invitational coming up. You know what I mean? We're going to put that in the past. We're ready to get back on the grass. Come on now.
I sent y'all some emails, man.
What up, L. Billy? I like that hoodie.
I ain't get one, eh?
Yeah, look at representing.
Went to Prestige Fly.
Yes, courtesy of Prestige.
I like that.
Y'all gotta accept the Barcode Sports page.
All right, I will. You said you sent it to our emails?
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
You sent
What's
it
up,
to
man?
email?
Huh? Yeah, I sent it to your email.
You said you sent it to our emails
last night.
Yeah, Gina, them damn refs, man. We had 50 penalties, so 50 penalties, dog.
Man. That's Coach Dale in the background. Look at Coach Dale, man.
We finally get a touchdown somewhere in the fourth quarter. Latoria's son scores somewhere in the fourth quarter, 60-yard bomb sub. They call it right back. I'm like, yo, this shit, dude. I'm like, we can't get ahead, man. It was one of those games, man. 50 penalties.
Y'all had to go there and put y'all foot on that if y'all wanted to get out of there.
We call Latoria's son.
They won't have it. They won't have it, man.
Oh, James Carr Jr. You want the name? My bad, James Carr Jr. Yeah. AKA J Crack. I call him J Crack's my guy.
Was it J Crack? Okay.
Yeah, J Crack. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, y'all gotta go put y'all foot on their neck if y'all wanted to get up out of there.
Any team that pretty much played out of town, man, that played out there where these is home games for these other teams we're playing. And you know how that go, man. You can't let the refs take it out of your hand.
When you told me the score, I almost passed out. I said, man, what the hell going on?
Man, AE, it was 7-0. They bounced to the outside, breaking 60-yarder, man. My heart dropped, man. It's 14 bagel now. Now we can't get our back off the ground. Every time the offense get a good run, come right back holding. Another good run, come back holding. They call holding 3 times in a row.
15 yards. 15 yards.
15 yards.
Mix reps, like, shouldn't they mix it up? Like,
I say they supposed to do it that way. They not doing it that way. I'm assuming that Piedmont hosted the event because their team was the one taking the money at the door. So whoever taking the money at the door is paying the referees. Come on, I know the business.
Hey, yo,
Right.
I'm glad
You know how
said
that go. I don't know what to say.
That's crazy, yo.
Hey,
It can't
Keith,
be that way though. It should be unbiased though.
Hey, Keith, I'm glad you say that, man. You know, I didn't get the bet this week. I was really under the weather. I missed all the games.
Oh yeah, my Jets got one.
But check this out. Every team that I picked Saturday, yo, for NFL won, bro. Every team.
You know why we won, right, E?
Yeah.
Y'all know why we won, right?
Because y'all only have 45 yards.
Max Biggerville.
What's your name? Where you from?
Max Biggerville, New York, New York.
Yes, sir.
Fresh out the can.
Damn.
Off of 18 stretch.
Damn.
They gave me 7 and 5, but I'm back.
Yes, sir. You're back. And describe your fit for us right quick.
Oh, man, it's Louis Vuitton. Head to toe. All the way down to the sneaks. To the fanny pack. I'm here.
Okay. We see. How you feel to be home, man? How you feel?
Hey, yo, Max Biggerville is back, baby.
Building, yo. I'm mad Mr. not home right now, yo. I'm mad Mr. That's Mr. Guy.
Yeah, that's his man.
I didn't know he must be being managed by Al. Lady Alvia from the
You see her right there? Yeah, she was standing right next to him. I was telling Gina that. Yeah, we know Al.
Must be Sub know it too. He just don't probably remember. Like Sub know it too. Al been around forever, the murder mommies, but she I think she managing them, yo. Like, I mean, he done called 50. Let's get them songs together for power. He about to be popping, man. We're gonna see what the sound like. Free him, man. I'm glad he's free, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, to get somebody 75 years for a crime that the person wasn't even there for, that's just unheard of. He wasn't even at the place, and y'all gave him 75 years, saying he orchestrated it. He ain't did nothing. He got around it though. He knew he could get that appeal and made it home, man. That's good. Man.
He damn sure did, yo. 18 years. He said he did a total of 18.
He did. I remember him kept going around trying to get out on the bill, and they was holding him like they ain't letting him go.
Where you from? The Bronx or Harlem?
He from Harlem. Max B from Harlem. Yeah, Al, she went to St. Mary's. You do know Al. You know Al. Some know it too, though. He just got to see it. He'll know it instantly.
You already know, man. Let's explain something here, man. No disrespect. I'm not trying to sound too over the top, but there's a lot of people that know me that I don't even remember. I don't know. I'm sorry. I left Jersey City in 2007, in 1997. You know what I'm saying? And once I got down here, I forgot a lot of people.
Hold up, son. You left Jersey City in 1997?
Yes, sir.
And what, you was just coming back and forth to Jersey City? Because you was still in Jersey City. I seen you mad times, son.
My family, see my loved ones. You think I'm my pops or somebody? Pops. Oh man, that what he called it straight for no reason.
I felt like you was on Harrison for a long time. I don't know. That's crazy. I feel like you.
You got to remember, I was on Harrison for a long stretch, right? I got divorced in 05. So when I got divorced in 05, I came back to Jersey a little bit. I lived in Vegas for a little bit. I lived in Florida. I was moving around trying to refigure life out, man. But I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't.
I've been gone since the 90s, man.
Yeah, I'm old school.
You got to understand, I'm going to keep it real. If Sub was around, Sub would have been in the mix to all the music shit we had going on. That's how
Sub
was around the music head, man.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying when we was doing Blockstar and Frontline and all that, Sub would have been involved.
And remember the whole Jersey Devils with HBK and them, they project was going. I wasn't involved with none of that. Nothing. I just was happy that everybody was doing something.
Yeah, Sub would have been right around. I'd have been gassing Sub with Grime again.
I wasn't doing nothing but managing a collection agency, man.
Yeah, I'm glad the Wave free, man. Like, you know, happy for him, man. 18 years, that's like almost doing a life sentence, man.
Jim Jones still got beat? Somebody said Jim Jones hiding or something. I saw that on the internet.
I seen him post a picture with Jim Jones with the banana like the dude from
I'm about to drop a dime.
Yeah, Jim Jones about to drop a dime. He don't like that.
Crazy, yo.
Hey, yo, because Max coming right on for him like how he's supposed to, though.
We outside. This is nice.
Max B wasted no time embracing his freedom. Just hours after his release, he was already spotted attending a New York Jets game.
Oh, baby, you got my jersey? What's good, baby? How you doing, bro? Yo, man, yo. Do your shit, bro. I'm waiting on you. What's good, bro?
Yeah, you can tell he like a kid in the candy store. He said he's never been to a Jets game ever in his life. He's souped up, man.
Was he hot like that? Yeah, East Orange. Yeah, he was the man of East Orange. Yeah.
When you got guys,
I was at East Orange.
When you got guys that, like, say you get jammed up in the gym, you got guys that's gonna hold it down with you. 100%. You ain't gotta be there all the time, every week, every other week. As long as you dropping a little something on me here and there, man. You know what I mean? When I call you picking up that phone, you can't beat that, bro. You can't beat that with a bat, man. I made a conscious decision when I went down. I ain't calling nobody, man. I call you when I call you, man. Call you when I get to the halfway house. That took years. I'll call you when I get to the halfway house, man. But I'm happy home, man. And it sounds like he want to do the right thing, man. He got some plans, man.
And I think French Montana up right now, so looking like French in a good position to help him.
French all the way up. His wife a billionaire. His fiance a billionaire.
I'm not a huge fan of him. French Montana.
You don't like French?
I'm not a big fan of his. No, I don't think his music is
I like Max B mindset though. He want to get out of hard. As soon as he got out, he said, "Man, we going to Morocco, man."
Yeah, that's a great place to go visit. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Morocco is.
I was watching Breakfast Club the other day. Shout out to Breakfast Club. I was watching the Breakfast Club the other day, and they had BG on there. And BG was talking about how if he would have went back to New Orleans, because he moved out of New Orleans, that if he went back to New Orleans, he'd have been back in jail or dead already. And I said, damn, yo, I know that feeling, yo. And, all the guys want to know, I'm leaving the town. I'm getting the hell out of here, nigga. I know how it is for me and how it's going to be. If I come back out here mixing and mingling, I can have a job, I can have everything, but my hands going to always want to be dirty. I got to get away from you, nigga. Period. So I respect it, man. Anybody that, because people can change, man. Regardless of how bad or people can change, man. And I think he deserved another chance, especially since he wasn't really actually the one that pulled the trigger or ran in the hole. He wasn't even there. And got more time than everybody.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's how they play. They gave him 75 years, and everybody else got like the 20 range. The girl.
Damn. You see what Day said? He said Max B wrote balling, and balling. That's how they fell out.
I mean, he was writing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he was writing a lot of Jim Jones stuff, bro. I don't know about his actual songs, but them hooks, he was killing them.
When all that shit was going on, M. Dot was doing mad songs with Max B. Like Max B was like his crony. Like they've been in the studio all the time together. And Jim just had this arrogance about him, man. And I think he's trying to right his wrongs too now, because he was talking about how he did all the artists that he dealt with. Jim, he was saying I just did to the artists what the people I was under did to me. I ain't know no better. He said, but once I figured it out and started learning more, I'm doing better now. But hey, man, it's too late for all that.
Hey, yo, do y'all agree with this statement?
What statement?
What Keith just said.
I agree with that, kid.
Most people doing their best that moved away from their hometown. Is this actually true? How do y'all feel about that? We all moved away from Jersey.
I feel like
agree with
it's
that,
100%
Keith.
the
I can say
truth.
this.
It gotta be 100% the truth. I promise you. If I was still up there, I'd be dead or in jail, man.
I can say this, Keith, that the money ain't the same, but you can't beat this peace of mind, this just this calmness that I got now. Like, you know what I mean? If I was in the hood, you know how me and Sub go at it sometimes? I would be like that every day. Like every day, yo. Every time I step out the house, my face I got a permanent frown. Every nigga look at me, I'm like, what's up? Like, it's just a problem, man. It's like, I can't live like that, yo. I'm too old.
Is it the northern thing? Like, what is it about the north that people are so angry?
Everybody
Why y'all so
want to be
angry
tough.
up there?
I don't know, yo. This is crazy.
You know, it's like when you in Rome, you do what the Romans do, right? Because I used to, like I said before, I used to always want to be like a funny guy. I was always like class clown, like you look at class clown. That shit stopped at a certain time in my life, and I had to pick up a whole nother character.
I did too. That's a fact.
To fit in the outside world.
E, what grade did that start for you? What grade did that start for you in Jersey? For me, it definitely started like I was like in the 6th or 5th grade, where I had to really like where jokes wasn't jokes no more. Joke on. I don't even know what they call bullying no more. That's what I'm saying.
You said about 6th grade?
It happened like 6th grade, just because I started going to school with everybody from the projects. Life changed tremendously when you start going to school with everybody from the hood. It's gonna change fast.
For me?
You got to be extremely tough.
You know when it happened for me? When I left St. Anthony's, #1 school in the country for basketball, and I went to public school. I went to Ferris. The first day in Ferris, I had to change my character. I had to become somebody different. I already knew how to box, so I wasn't worried about defending myself, but I had to let niggas know, like, nah, yeah, I went to St. Anthony's, but I'll beat your ass, man. And that became my character that I put on, and I put that character on all the way through life, through prison, everywhere.
Might I give my 2-cent opinion on this?
Yes, you can.
What's your opinion?
All right. Here's what's really happening up north, L. Benton. A lot of the young men in the north are influenced by their uncles, older men, street guys that want them to be tough also, right? Tough, they think, mean being an a-hole to some people, always ready to knock somebody out, never knowing how to dispute and have a conversation. Nobody knows how to talk it out up north. It's straight to the hands. That's how we dispute our differences. When I came to the South, I used to be ready to pop off so fast, and this man just trying to explain what happened. I was like, what? I had to adapt to that. And I think up north, we don't really adapt to it because, like I said, I know guys my age, guys younger than me, they still teaching their boys the same mentality.
Yeah.
It's just mean, though, because I see, Nicole was saying, it's just the don't tolerate bullshit type of thing. But I think it's mean. I honestly do. Now, let me give you an example. My mom, straight country, one of 12 kids, moved to New York when she was 14 to help my uncle with his daughters. So she moved up there. She was like, it was a totally different atmosphere from what she was used to. She had to immediately, stop saying hi, stop greeting people, immediately had to become this person, that we weren't, our family, we just didn't operate like that. I always wanted to move to New York when I was younger. That was like one of my dreams. So right out of high school, I took a bus to New York to stay with my cousin in Long Island. I got off at what is that place called in New York, Manhattan, the Port Authority bus terminal, whatever. When I tell you, I was like the oddball out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I know you like everything moving so fast.
Man, I'm like, I got there early, so I'm sitting around. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to experience, and I'm like a tourist, right? So I'm like happy, and I'm looking around, and I'm, hey, how you doing? Hi, Man, and people looking at me like, what the fuck?
I can imagine.
I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm waiting for her to come get me. She's walking, and she's like, stay where you are, don't move. And I'm like, I want to go see what's over here. She said, no, stay where you are. Don't move. So I stayed there and I'm just looking at people laying on the ground. Mind you, I'm from the country. I've never seen a homeless person a day in my life.
That's
never.
100% right, Mecca.
I was like, why is these people laying on the ground? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, the chair is right there, you know? So this is what I'm thinking. So when she came in, she got me. She was moving so fast out of the Port Authority. I couldn't even keep up. I'm trying to drag my bags, people kicking my bag over. And I'm like, oh, excuse you. Yeah. She was like, shut up. And I'm like, what? I had no idea what was going on. She was telling me not to talk to people. So I'm like, okay, we walking and I'm like, where we going? And I'm looking around. We got outside and I'm like looking at the buildings and stuff. And you know how you just turning around and looking, you know, I hadn't seen it before, tall buildings, you know, and I'm just in awe.
You that was good.
She was walking so fast. I was like, slow down. She was like, no, keep up. Yeah, I'm like, I can't keep up because I'm trying to drag. I had a first rolling suitcase and it's falling all over the place. People walking. I mean, it was a billion people in the street and they were kicking my bags over. And I'm like, what am I? And I seen the man laying on the ground and I'm going over to help the man. I thought he fell or something. And I'm like, hey, you okay? Are you all right? She's grabbing me. She was like, no, he's homeless. I was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, excuse me, how you doing? You know, just smiling.
It could have been just that quick. You talk to somebody and they done pickpocket you and everything else, and you looking around like, where the hell? I know I ain't leaving on the train.
I wouldn't have known anything.
I ain't leaving on the bus, and the whole time the person you talking to done swiped you.
Hey, yo, it's ruthless, yo. It's ruthless, yo. It's ruthless.
People so mean. I saw like 3 cars get hit and people just driving off.
Hey, yo, we live in apartment buildings where we don't know our neighbors. Down here, when you open your door, everybody that ride past, your neighbor, everybody's going to wave and speak. It's just an entire different atmosphere that you gotta learn to adapt. It took me years to adapt to it. I'm still adapting.
I might be still adapting too.
I'm telling you, it takes years, bro.
I came to Fly House. First of all, I went to Fly House before I even found a crib. Down here, it's about 30 days. I'm like, yo, everybody waving. Yo, he was like, yeah, they do that in the neighborhood. I'm like, what? I'm not used to that. I'm looking at people, what the fuck you waving at me for? Man, come on, man. I'm not used to that. And I see Mecca put that it's defense. It's not a defense mechanism. What she said? Let me see exactly what she said. She said it's not being mean.
Y'all were mean and rude up there.
She said it's our sense of survival.
You know what it is too, Elvin?
She said it's a trauma response.
It's
and
rude.
I agree with that because a lot of the times when I'm in my character, it's just letting niggas know, don't play with me.
But listen, I can't subscribe to that because if anybody should be angry, it's us in the South. We were niggas that, you know, sorry, excuse me, but you know what I mean? Like we were racially held down longer than you guys were up north. So we the ones should be angry down here.
You know what I was saying on my job?
Glad y'all saying this.
Look. Y'all feed yourself. Y'all feed yourself. But go ahead.
Nobody trusts nobody up north, first of all. And it's a reason why you can't trust nobody. Everybody trying to get over on you, Elvin. Not everybody, but it seems like the majority of the nice people in the north. Oh, you about to get it.
And we from the home of the city slickers. That's we from the home. We from the home of that. We from the home of that.
They walk up to you. Y'all probably should have been mad to help you out. Man, you come back to your apartment and all your furniture.
Look, that's why I learned about hustling, right? Because this dude, I was going on wherever you go buy a whole bunch of stuff down in Manhattan. And I was trying to buy a coat. I really wanted a nice thick coat. And he was like, okay, so it's $100. I was like, oh man, I ain't got $100. And he was like, let me tell you something. You don't ever take the first price. You know, he started telling me how to haggle, you know, and try to go back and forth on prices and stuff. I was like, what are you doing? He was like, I said, didn't you say that was the price? He was like, no, you don't ever take the price. You always go back and you always try to get them way lower than you starting out at. So you can always end up in the positive. So I was like, okay.
Hey, Pops, that's a great point that you made right there. I don't know if y'all can see my Pops comment right there.
He said, folks in the North are always sizing each other up. Can't be too nice immediately and be thought of as soft. Everyone trying to be hard until you get to know them, and then they see you okay. Yeah, but one thing about down here, I don't know if it's it could have been just me.
You can't
But I
ride
used to
down
be at
Jackson
my
Wavy.
job, right? I used to be at my job raising hell about how everybody in the South was so soft. Like, y'all let them do this shit to y'all? Like, every day, Fly tell you, we were working at the same job for a minute. But I'm like, yo, y'all let them do this shit to y'all? They paying y'all. What? I'm like, yo, y'all are speaking up for yourself? Why am I the only one speaking? I thought I had a problem.
That I agree with you. I feel like folks in the South that like employees, they let their employers get away with a lot.
Murder.
And I know when I went to my first jobs in the South, I was like,
not me.
Oh, I go and take over. I go and take
every
over,
time.
son. I go take over, dog.
Different.
I'm going
It's
right to the
different.
top soon I get to the job. Everybody know me.
I'm telling you, it's because we were under the racial thumb a whole lot longer than y'all were up north. And also, if you think about it, northern states have stricter employer-employee policies than they do down south. So you guys have rights and unions and stuff
The
like
unions,
that. We don't. You out of a job.
You're right.
You
about
out.
That.
Yeah. Well, I know
So
too
y'all
many
can speak up there. You bring that down here. I don't see it and work with plenty of northerners that come down here and they're like, can't believe what's going on and sitting at home real quick because it's a reality check.
Nah, that Southern hospitality is a real thing.
There's too many northerners down here now. I'm tired of it, man. They too mean, and they kids don't know how to properly be good at what they do at their jobs. I'm sorry, that's northern kids. They in the South, but they're not doing good, man. I can't get nothing right. Everywhere I go, it's a complaint.
My ass got something man. My ass got something right on. I ain't gonna say I just got sent home. I stepped off. Like, man, I ain't talking to me.
Yeah, but the South has got, I don't know, man. It's still nice like that, though, in North Carolina, y'all.
I love it here, man.
Oh, yeah. North Carolina is the bomb. You get a whole lot of good in one state because you can go to the beach, you can go to the mountains, and you got
get the
your
best of both
city
worlds.
part. You get everything.
You get the best of both worlds.
People that come from all over the world that come here, so you get a whole bunch of demographics, and you got, I think it's just a conglomerate of different demographics that you can get exposed to in North Carolina.
I agree with that, and I think it's about to be a lot more diverse once Google set
businesses
up shop.
Definitely.
Once Apple set up shop, once Amazon set up shop, they got billions of dollars of land out here ready to build up on. So I know how it's about to be.
If you ain't ready to move, we definitely gonna get moved out. I already see that.
Oh yeah, they coming with the gentrification.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coming. I'm staying though. I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here for the gold rush, L. Benton. I'm gonna be right here for the gold rush.
No, it's not a bad thing, but you know what I mean. Everybody's not there yet, so it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna fall by the wayside. Unfortunately. Yeah. But what can you do? You got to move with the times. So get on board or get left behind.
Okay.
Now you know.
What's up, stranger?
The wife of the mayor.
Right.
What's up,
so
stranger?
Hold up.
Mecca coming up here to defend the mean people up north. That's what you're doing.
What's up, stranger?
So being a person who has had the best of both worlds my whole life, L. Benton, I understand, baby. You went up there all fresh and green, and I understand.
I was.
I hate that we did that to you to make you think that everybody is mean. We not all mean. I promise we not.
Yeah.
But I think that what it is, and I had to share this because I think sometimes, unfortunately, the North and the South runs into those battles of like, oh, everybody in the North is mean and they nasty and everybody gonna hustle you and they gonna da-da-da-da. But then in the South, it's like, it's all sweet hospitality as long as you don't go over the wrong set of railroad tracks.
Right.
Because that's not the reality. You know what I'm saying? There's some places down here that is not so mayoral, not so nice. They not waving at you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think, and I saw this really, really rough when I took my daughter home. My kids left Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania when they were 2 and 1. And so when they've been in Raleigh, all they know, and Fly will tell you, they are the most country kids. You would never think that they came from the North at all. But when I take them back home, my daughter's like, oh, everybody up here crazy. I don't want to be up here. Take me home. I'm ready to go back to North Carolina. And I'm
I know
like,
that's
baby,
right.
it's not that. But what they also come to learn is there are major differences in like how we was raised.
Right.
And they're starting to see it a little bit more now because there's so many people that have transplanted to North Carolina where they can see like, oh, okay, it's not that they mean, it's just life is faster. It's moving at a more rapid pace because of what we've had to grow up with in the North. Like, it's survival of the fittest. You in big cities, big populations, lots of people. You got
You could
high-rise
drown.
buildings that's 36 to 56 floors of waiting on an elevator going up and down. Everything is who gonna get served first. So it's like dog eat dog. It's innate in you, right? Now, while everybody from the South was trying to break to the North to get their freedom, now, we had all the transplants in the North that came from the South to come and take or possess their own. And now that's
Frank
more
Lucas.
people taken from the folks that had already been working here in steel mills that was popular. Now you got cities that have now become impoverished because the steel mills shut down. And now we really on some dog eat dog, which is what our society and world is turning into today everywhere.
That's why I be talking about getting some folks out of the country that don't belong here. But I'm gonna shut up.
But it really is. And it's not that people are being mean. It's just that it becomes and again, that's an old school theory, but it is survival of the fittest. I can't extend all of these pleasantries. And it's not that I'm trying to be mean. It's just that with my pleasantries, that takes too much time. I ain't got time for that. Everything is a day, another dollar. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm moving with. So when we get on that train, I ain't got time to show y'all country bumpkins that just came to visit how to get off on the next
But
stop.
I think you show me something because I was traumatized.
My daughter was
It could do that to you.
My daughter was too. And then
I
it was
like
crazy
just
because
trying to say hi, and you done told me to shut the F up. What?
It's traumatizing. It can be. But see, then this is the other thing. My daughter went up there, right?
Well, that was good. That was good. Going so good.
Sorry, they linked up together, hold hands, walking down the street or whatever. We in New York. They walking down the street, hold hands. You know you can't hold hands walking down the streets of New York. That's not gonna work. So that's how they walking down the street. Some dude bust straight through their chain or holding hands and kind of push the kids. And so my daughter was like, well, whoa, wait a minute. And I had to get ugly. She had never seen that part of her mother. She had never seen it. And that was the first day. And I was like, no. I went off real quick.
Right.
And then I was like, hey, but on another note, after I dealt with that, hey, y'all, don't be holding up linking hands. Y'all walk together, but y'all can't be holding up linking hands because people trying to move, get where they gotta go.
You bumping shoulders.
That ain't the culture. We don't have
I can't do it ever again, yo.
Yeah, we don't have three layers of sidewalk where everybody can walk swinging hands and skipping and jumping down the streets in New York and Pennsylvania.
Living life happy.
You gotta be aggressive up there, though.
Hey, I tell my kids every day, I caught the bus and the train to school every single day. The bus and the train with thousands and thousands of different people every single day. That is traumatizing. I'm trying to tell you.
When I saw that for the first time, I was like, what?
What age you was catching the bus, Fly?
13. 13. My mother told me, yo, that thing 13, bro. You going to a whole nother city. I'm going from East Orange to Jersey City.
At the schools in Pittsburgh,
every morning.
At the schools in Pittsburgh, they give you your bus ticket at 12.
You can get a bus ticket. Yep. You're absolutely right. You can get a bus ticket. It's cheaper if you go through the school.
I'm on the Magic school bus. Ain't none of that up there.
Nah, there wasn't no school bus.
No, sir.
No school
bus. You
bus.
get a bus pass that's sponsored by the school at 12 years old.
To get on public transportation.
Port Authority bus every day. And you got bus routes. Now, the good thing is you in inner city. The buses run every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. You got transit every 15 minutes.
I was catching public transportation at 5 years old.
Yeah,
for real. Lovely motherfucker.
Word.
Once
I
my
don't
mother
know when
came in the house, that was it.
he Kim started me early, boy. I was hopping that thing early. I was
Yeah.
hopping down there on Grove Street early, boy.
Yeah. And then here's the
Standing,
other thing,
standing
outbidding.
at the turnstile. What you doing, man? Go up under that thing, man.
Yeah, go up under
What's
it.
wrong with you, man? You just standing there, man. We already
You
open.
see
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying, Latoria? See what I'm saying? The
I
influence.
was doing
The
that
influence
early.
is
We
I was
already
already
doing
there.
we
that
already
early.
over there,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
But then
We
the
was doing
other
that
thing
early.
too, Elbit, and I also wanted to tell you this especially, because I think sometimes we don't take into consideration how society
Wow, Keith.
impacts our choices on where we live and what's happening and what's going on in the world around us or whatever. But also take into consideration some of the physiological things that happens in the world, right? In the northern states, we got all these high-rise buildings. So it hides the sun. You're not getting a lot of vitamin D. You're not getting a lot of high energy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're
Yeah.
naturally dealing with different. That's why I said it's a trauma response.
Yeah.
Because
You
in
don't have grass
actuality,
and trees and stuff like
No,
that you can run
hell
correct.
around
no.
in.
You're
Yeah.
correct. You have a lot of environmental factors that impacts moods and
Right.
personality responses.
Yeah.
Psychologically, if you don't see a lot of
Crash
sunlight,
everywhere.
you are going to sometimes live in a depressed state. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're going to
Yeah.
live in a space of thinking that,
It's trash everywhere.
right, you're seeing trash, you're seeing high pollution,
Everywhere.
you're seeing, like, you got buses. I just told you they run every 15 minutes. So now your air is polluted. You don't
Right.
necessarily have fresh, clean air, right? So there's a lot of things that impacts your social mood and your psychological responses
That's
to
real.
things.
I ain't even look at it like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then when you move down here to the South, now you've got open land,
You
you've
got a
got
peace of
open
mind.
air, you've got, and just think about just the environment in itself, how that might change your mood, how that might
Yeah.
impact what you have to give off, right?
Right.
Black people, when we move to the South and you've been living in the North, the first doctor's appointment, they're going to prescribe you a order of vitamin D because you're vitamin D deficient. And
Right.
vitamin D is what supports your high levels of energy.
Yeah.
So you naturally are already in a depressive state when you move from a northern place to a southern atmosphere.
Yeah. Definitely. That's
Keep
true.
going, Mecca. Them jokers is
That's true.
depressed. I'm not. That's why I got out there early. Got out
Keith
there
said they
early.
didn't have. Keith said they didn't get.
Hey yo.
Keith said they
Hey
didn't get no
yo.
vouchers in California and
Yo.
shit for buses and stuff like that.
Yo.
They had to pay
That
their own
shit.
money.
Yo,
Wow. That's
Mecca
a
just broke
lot.
that shit down to a
Yeah,
science,
that's a lot,
dog.
Keith. I had to
It
pay my
makes
Yo.
own
sense.
money.
It's perfect. Yeah. I
Hey,
mean, it
hey,
makes
hey,
perfect sense.
hey, Mecca, my brother lived in front of the bus stop. I laid in his living room. I heard the bus every 15. That shit was the worst noise you could ever hear. I had to get out of there. I said, Scout, I can't do this shit, bro. I can't be
Yeah.
doing this every day. I'm just hearing the
For a
bus stop
while,
every 2 minutes.
So now
for a
you're
while,
sleep
I
deprived. So
couldn't
on
sleep
top of
without that
depressed,
Oh
noise.
my
I couldn't
God.
sleep without that
Oh
noise. That
my
now
was
you're
it.
sleep
God.
deprived. You got sirens
Oh
going all
man.
night long. You got transportation
Sirens.
going night
Oh
long.
man.
But
Yeah,
now
it's
Oh
that
That's
I
why
horrible.
we
wasn't even
so
gonna
loud
say
though.
that, but think about that. Now you got
There you
these
go.
higher populations of
That's why we
people.
so loud.
Exactly.
There
That's
you
what.
go.
And Kim, listen, you E and Sub, y'all be going at it so bad, right? I be over here like, oh my God, I wonder if this is how I sound at the family functions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, why is
yeah.
everybody upset? What's going on? No, they just talking. Huh?
This is
Okay.
just
They just talking.
conversation. We just
Regular
passionate
guys
about what we
having some
passionate
real
about. It's
conversations.
okay.
And it's crazy. Me and Sub arguing. People be like, y'all think we can't get back. We talking. It be over in 2 minutes. Man,
My look,
that shit over
my
in
only
2 minutes.
thing
Like it
is
ain't never happened.
My only thing is, and I be texting Fly. I know Fly be like, "Yo, Mecca, let it go." I get it. I understand. I be texting Fly phone like, "Tell them this, and tell them I said this, and they can't do this part, and make sure they take this one offline. Both of them can jump off and then talk about." But I also have to think about, and I had to think about this. My kids don't know anything about like when gunfire rings out. Like we grew up in the projects in Pennsylvania. So when gunfire would ring out, we knew the protocol. We knew what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
and I
crazy,
just
yo.
realized that my children don't know that here in North Carolina. Now, not because crime doesn't happen, right? It's just not at the amount or the rate that we're accustomed to in being in big metropolitan cities.
Right.
Right. So now what it is when my kids see stuff like that, and my daughter, she's an empath. That girl be like, she feels everything. Everybody's pain, everything. Like I don't know, she like Mother Teresa or something. But like a fight break out, she be like, oh my God, we gotta pray. No, you're not praying, you slinging hands. Like, what did you mean? What you come on, like you don't know how to
Come
fight, little girl.
on, see?
You gotta tighten up. You gotta tighten up.
Sometimes you got to fight with that Bible in your hand, though.
Listen, I tell them, and now they know, like, I am a gospel preaching, Bible carrying person, but I have a past. And my past tells me
I'm glad you just said that, though. I'm just thinking about something.
What?
I'm just sitting here thinking about something because I'm raising kids right now, too, as well out here that haven't had a fight.
See?
Haven't had to fight. I had to fight my entire life, you know what I mean, in public schools. So I don't know. I'm looking at this. That's why I said it's way different down here. I'm talking about night and day.
Listen,
you see
I
what
take that back. I had one fight in my whole life.
I had to fight every year, every single year.
I got suspended every year.
Every year I had to fight somebody different from a different neighborhood, different wherever they was from.
Look, as I'm hearing Mecca, right? I hear Mecca saying about the gun sounds and how to be on point, right? I'm just sitting thinking about when I first had my experience with guns. I was in the movie theater, me, my mother. Fly wasn't even born. Or Vito wasn't born.
I was born, eh? I heard the story. I was like in the carriage or something.
But we in a movie theater in the Bronx. My father out there picking up some shit. I don't know. I'm paying attention. They don't know that I'm wise enough to see what's going on, but he doing whatever, and some guys come in a goddamn movie theater. It's like one of them 24-hour movies. And the guys just start shooting. Boom, 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 boom. I'm up like this, and I'm looking. My mother said, get your ass down. Like, she grabbed me like to get down. And ever since then, I'm talking about I'm young. But ever since then, I knew how to respond to when them hot cookies going off in the air. I know how to get low. Like, I'm getting out the way, man. And that's survival where we from, yo.
Correct. Yeah. They just had a shootout in North Carolina Central at homecoming. My niece went to a party, and they started shooting at a party in at NCCU. And this is what had me and my sisters talking, because we was like, yo, that was a part of our childhood. But we've raised our kids. We left home. So whoever that was that commented and talked about leaving home, yeah, because when you realize that the environment is one where you don't want it to be the same for your children, you bounce,
Absolutely.
And it's difficult because I'm raising one of the kids that I'm raising right now is my niece, and my family's back home in Pittsburgh or whatever, but I brought her down here because I saw how the environment was changing her at 12 and 13 years old. They all smoking weed, they all getting high, they all, thotting in a lot of ways that they ain't supposed to be thotting, different things. So I knew I left there when my kids was 1 and 2 because I already knew what it looked like. Like, I don't want them being raised here. So I brought them down south.
I ain't even talking about the city no more. Pittsburgh is different.
It don't look the same.
Pittsburgh is, I think Ekim, you've been out there before, right?
I've been to Pittsburgh before.
I've been there one time myself.
Wow. It's a gentleman in the comments.
It's like the Wild Wild West.
He know about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh crazy. Male and female. The females is the man, let me shut
They'll shoot you. The females
absolutely
in Pittsburgh. Hey, Keith, man. Keith said, how long did it take to get used to the silence at night? The South is very quiet in some places at night.
10 years.
No police sound. I'm gonna keep it real. You know how I felt, Keith? I felt like, nigga, I made it. I survived, nigga. That's how I ain't gonna lie. That's how I felt. Like, I survived. I ain't. When I die, nigga, I'm gonna be out here somewhere.
But look how crazy environments will do you. I told you I got a niece down here, right? That I'm raising. Every day she prays to go back to that area because she hates the rules, she hates my structure, she hates everything. But mind you, while being here, she's making straight A's, She's playing basketball. Like I done turned her whole life around in a lot of ways between me and God and you know, whatever. But my point is her life is changing here.
Yeah.
The environment is different here. I'm not
When you
letting you
take
do
away
those
those
things
distractions.
here, right? But now flip it. I also have a niece that comes down every summer. She prays to be back down here. She don't want to be up there. When she first got here, she said, Aunt Mecca, you hear that? And I'm like, what, girl? What? She was like, it's silence.
Silence is a rare thing you can hear.
I take pride in doing that.
Y'all.
I do that with people all the time. Like, yo, just listen. Just listen. Yeah.
That moved that y'all don't know how that moved me. Like my heart was tore up because I'm thinking like, dang, to have an appreciation for silence.
For peace, yeah.
For silence.
Yeah.
At 12 years old, because of the city that you in, it's just like that.
It's loud. It's loud.
So then on top of
everything.
that, now check it. Pittsburgh, I've watched my home city turn into something that I can't. Sub, I'm not even mad at you. You 100%. Like Pittsburgh is something totally different. Like I promise you, females, males, whatever, it's all up. It's all up at my home city. When I go home, I'm like, I got 2 days, like expiration of milk. I'm out of here. I came for a visit. I was in and I was out. When I started realizing they was calling me home to preach funerals for 17 to 16-year-olds every other week, like my heart is broke. Like, what am I supposed to say? You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. But at the same time, I'm learning to appreciate the good of that and the bad of that. Because now when my niece was at this party, I realized that if something breaks out down here, it would do you well to know a little bit about where we came from. You know what I mean? Like, it would do you well to know. When they was threatening to jump my daughter at school, and this is the peacemaker, the praise for everybody, what reason y'all got the jumper? What reason are y'all trying to do this? Like, y'all trying to be hood, but y'all don't know where her mama come from. Y'all don't even know.
She probably wouldn't let them do something to somebody else.
And the crazy part about it is, when it happened, I went straight Pittsburgh. I jumped in my car, took my daughter around to the PJs, and was like, who won it? Let's go. Run a fair one right now. Let's go.
Hey, yo, they said
that. And tell
they said Mecca from the hill.
But see, that's one of the problems that I have, right? Because I understand that's where you guys come from. I understand that's the culture that you grew up with, but you obviously see there's a different way. So why bring that behavior to a new area where it's not necessary and it's not productive? You're causing, you know what I mean? It's like, it's especially when you're talking about kids. Kids come from up north. They're influencing. They're bringing that negativity down. They're bringing that hardcore image down here, you know, causing changes in an environment where there should be peace. You know, we don't act like that. We don't do that.
It's not necessarily that though, Elbit, and it's not that that's where that happens, right? My thought, it's worldwide at this point. The influence, you got North Carolinian children that have never seen the city a day in their life. That's rocking and repping.
I was just about to say, she just hit it on the knob, because I was one of those kids that came down and was supposed to have been coming for schooling, but I had guys that was trying to represent what I was representing. So I had to prove to them who was representing it the most.
Right. So it becomes
it just changed my whole dynamic. I was a little more faster. Me being from up north was everything for real.
In the South, it's just too easy to get your hands on a firearm.
This what I think, though.
I'm not trying to say the South is perfect, because I grew up, I was shooting shotguns at 7, 8, 9. You know, we definitely was out. We weren't shooting at each other. We were hunting stuff.
They had all the guns when I got down here. Everybody had the guns.
We got guys that don't definitely hold their own, but they protect. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're protective mode.
But that mentality's not here no more, Elbit, and where it was only for protection.
Now we have the implants.
But it's not because of the implants. It's
Not
because of
because, but I'm just
social
saying that does
media.
add a factor, though, don't you think?
It
I was about to
could,
say
but I
though,
think it's more social media and
True.
hip
True.
hop industry influence.
As a culture.
It's
Yeah.
cultural influence. It's what I think I'm supposed to represent, and not
Right.
picking the you know. It's almost like the man that is protecting his family and his wife and his children for the simple fact of having to be protected now looks like simp material and behavior. No, I'm
nah,
that guy if I step out with this. And for many of the North Carolinians and like Mobile, Alabama, I got cousins down there, boy. Baby,
I
them
Whoa.
think
babies been,
I
and
think
those
that
are the greatest thugs in my life. I don't care what nobody say.
I think that
Pittsburgh wouldn't be able to rock with them Mobile, Alabama thugs in my family. Now, I'm going to be real with you.
I
Because
don't
they
think
have been shooting since they were 6. And they have and they know how to use a weapon. They not just out here spraying thinking that they got it, right?
I don't think that is necessarily a negative though. Like when we come down here, we still in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? And we got to learn how to get out of that. Like I'm learning now how to get out of that. I'm waving at the neighbors. I'm becoming part of, you know what I'm saying, the culture down here. But when you
But your
first get,
beliefs are still the same. You believe that you have to pop off to show somebody,
oh
what
yeah,
their place is if they
oh
come
yeah,
at you wrong.
oh yeah,
And
oh yeah.
But not everybody does that though,
I would
Elvin.
do
Like,
that
cause
anywhere on God's
for
green
me,
earth.
I ain't met a northerner yet that ain't ready to pop off to
I'm gonna
let
be
you
like
know
that
where I'm
anywhere on
from.
God's green
Nah,
earth.
no,
nah. They
true.
used to call
Because
me Jersey.
Elvin, for a
They used
long
to call
time,
me
they didn't
Jersey
even
the
know that
coolest
Mecca
nigga
had
nugget from
pop
New
off.
York. I ain't never pop off on nobody.
Elvin, they didn't even know that I had pop off for a long time.
Well, Mecca, I don't even know you like that. And you just told me you had pop off when your daughter was being a cop because you went up to the school with your son ready to ride at the projects. Like,
Right, but also, Elvin, what I also didn't tell you was that my daughter had been dealing with this for 4 years.
but I'm saying as far as your response. So now you're influencing a behavior.
But 4
But what?
years, they didn't even, they never saw that.
What
They
would your
never saw
response
that for
have
4
been?
years. For 4 years,
Right.
they
So
never seen
after
it.
4 years, you don't think that should be dissipated? Like that's not needed at
hey,
that point?
Latoria,
At that
Another
point,
way
Latoria,
to handle it?
that point, we had no other choice, Benton, because we had done everything. I've had
Okay.
police involved. I've had the principals involved. I've been
Nah,
to
y'all
the
doing too
school
much.
board. I
Y'all
followed
doing
all
too
of
much,
the
Mecca.
letters the proper way because my
Mecca,
goal.
you're doing too much.
See,
You're doing too much. What we getting all these people involved for? We're gonna nip this in the bud right now. This ain't gonna go smoothly.
No, see, that's what I'm saying, Benton. I was
Hell
trying
no.
to do
I'm
it the
popping
right way.
off
See what I'm
right.
saying?
the
I got
first
you.
day. What
Yeah.
happened? Oh, we're going back up to that school tomorrow.
No,
No.
yeah, that's why I said I don't know
no,
how I'm
and,
gonna
and
react.
this
I
is
get a
It's
phone
different ways
call.
to handle it. I
I
don't
do
think
not
one
know
way is
how I'm
better
gonna
than
react.
another. It just,
But Fly can also tell you, I was a teen mom in Raleigh, like the teen mom in
Yeah.
Raleigh for
Yeah. Get the
years.
crowd going.
I
Yeah.
take care of families. I
Mm-hmm.
get kids, bring them to my. We had a pajama party at my house with 100-something boys off of a football team where I fed them on a regular basis because I wanted parents to know that, like, there are ways that we can bring our issues to resolve. We could be peace. I'm the person that put the kids in jerseys, whether they was Muslim, whether they was Christian, I don't care what your religious background was. All of y'all putting y'all jerseys on. We all going to church on Sunday morning. I had 5 pews filled up with church kids. With the football players and the cheerleaders, because I wanted everybody to understand the sense of koinonia, community. Like, that's me all day.
right.
So if
Right.
it gets to the point where I have to now use my survival tactics, then by all means, I got to bring that into the space. But the same way that I also bring that, there's also something that we don't talk about a lot in the North that does matter, and we don't get credit for it. You will never find a more closer watch of everybody's kids than those hoods and projects and communities that we grew up in. Now, I'll be 100% banned with you on that. We did learn community, and we learned it. Now, the only problem is we take care of our own.
Hey, dang, I'm doing it all, man. I'm
It's
wrestling.
survival of fittest for taking care of your own.
I'm doing
Let me
it
ask
all. I
y'all
got
something
something
since
for
y'all
every
got
sport.
firsthand experience with this. And I know you're talking about surviving, but when we're looking at the inner cities where you guys are from, you're pretty much grouped there together as a population. Like everybody's either black, of color, some kind of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like when you're talking about surviving, surviving and survival of the fittest, that you're talking about surviving your own people?
Some,
That's another thing,
Not me.
Mecca.
some,
Albania, that's another thing. That's
Not me.
big.
some.
Are you really going against your own? Like you really have to fight your own people
I
to
Some.
mean,
survive.
Yes.
So
in
when we
certain,
say we rather have a Black America, when we say we rather have our own, is this what we have to look forward to?
in
It
certain
is a major
instances, you
thing.
gotta fight. You gotta fight your own people. But in my mind, I was never thinking that the fight was against my own people. My fight was getting out of the conditions that they placed us in. I understood that a long time ago. Like me being in this condition that I'm in and where I'm coming from was put on us. Like this
Yeah,
was
but
put on
shouldn't
us.
that
Like,
bond you versus
but
make
I
you
didn't
put
feel
you
like I
against
was
each other?
going to. I didn't
Shouldn't
feel like I was never
Hold,
going against my people.
hold,
I always felt
hold,
like I was
hold.
going against the system.
Let me say this. I agree with Kim to an extent because initially you're trying to get out of the environment that we in. But then my uncle got shot. Then my other uncle got shot. Then my brother got shot. Then my cousin got shot. Then my other cousin got shot. Now I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to escape all of this. Everything. I'm trying to escape my people. I ain't trying to be around none of these type of people because then you have to respond in the same way. Survival of the fittest. You either gonna get killed or you're gonna have to kill to survive the environment that we in.
I remember when the shit all jumped off, like when a lot of stuff jumped off with us, and I was on my way kind of to jail. I knew that. I knew I was going to jail. But fly like, I think I'm leaving. I'm going to ride. I said, you better get your ass out of here. Go. Don't even look back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt a whole lot of shit coming. He left. His whole team got swept off the streets. Like, these just ain't lies. Like, these niggas got swept off the street. All his niggas. Right? I already knew I was going to jail. It was like a whole takedown of everybody. Like me, I was going directly head on to all the beef. Anybody that caused anybody in my family harm, I was part of the action now. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. And God blessed me, right? By allowing me to get jammed up because it could have been a whole lot worse. You understand what I'm saying? And I understood that, but I still felt like my family was part of the system. This is why we was all in this condition. This is why niggas was here to get killed and get shot in the hood and all that shit. My whole fight was always the system, man.
I see what you're saying. You saying us being in that predicament was
It
the
was
reason
all the
it was
system,
happening.
man. I could blame all these niggas, this, that, and the third, but our mind and our mentality wouldn't be the way that it is if it wasn't for the conditions that we was in.
But they went through the depression and they banded together. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like if your conditions are affecting us all and we're here, we don't, we should be banding together versus, going against each other and, killing each other.
Psychologically, physiologically, and historically. You've got three different factors to consider, right? Yeah. Historically, we were taught to fight each other. Historically. It is in our understanding of the breaking of a Negro, the Willie Lynch story that they tried to say wasn't real, but the breaking of the slave was to teach us to fight each other, period. You will never be able to change historically that which has happened, right? You will get a lot of us who will study and understand what that was about and try our best to bring about change and not go survival of the fittest against each other. But it's that concept of crabs in a barrel. Oh, you made it to the top. I'm going to snatch you down because now I got to come for this or I got to do that. So yes, to answer your question, there is some of that happens with our own. It is not necessarily always understanding the factors of why we fight ourselves, kill off ourselves, why there's more conversation about black on black crime than there is other societal crime, and it's not all. The statistics are not always invalid. There are some stats that show in certain cities and communities we are our own public enemy number one.
Yeah.
It is. That's true. However, I also think in many ways that is not our natural innate first instinctual thing, but we've lost a lot of the people who also would help shape and make how that was supposed to look.
Hey, real fast. I see I hear what you said and I see what Keith said. He said poor people aren't bonded. I don't agree with that. All my niggas was poor. I don't know these niggas like that, but that became my family. So we are bonded for one common cause. We trying to get what you want to say, son?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, we are bonded, and somewhat we may not bond with everybody, but in these conditions that we in, man, I gotta get for me and mine, man. Like, man, I ain't got time to think about. I don't even know you niggas, man. I got 30 niggas right here with me that's all starving.
Right. So I knew that's where you was going, right? So those 30 Iganagas all bond together, right? Then you got another 45 Iganagas over here. Then you got another 20 dudes over here.
And that's
and
where
then
it happened.
All go to war against each other.
And that's where it all happened at.
Jokers. You see
that's
what I'm saying?
That's where it all happened at. When you feel like you're cutting in on our turf, you're cutting in on our bread. That's where all the beef coming at.
Kim, you know I had a plethora of friends from all different walks of earth. And I realized my real friends.
Yeah, that's real. I ain't look at it. You see what Keith just said?
No, I don't agree with that.
I mean, I got a couple guys
and all that. But me and my dudes bonded. We had the same conditions. How we gonna get out of this? What we gonna do? Yo, we gonna go get a few.
But that may have been the same shared
we
goal.
Gonna go kicking these doors if we need to do. That was our bonding.
No. But what he's saying is being bond. Everybody's poor in our community, even the hoods we don't like. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he's saying. He's saying you bonding with certain guys because of proximity more so than bonding because y'all poor. The entire community poor. Why haven't you bonded with the entire community? That's basically what he's saying.
Because I don't have a relationship with these other people.
Right. So like you said, in proximity, you get to know the people that you are closest to.
You hear how we just said how it is in the hood, how everything's a dog-eat-dog world. Everybody walk about, everything is moving like this. These niggas right here, we sitting in the park, we might be sitting here, and we all got a common problem. We all effed up. And we all trying to figure it out. You got some that's working, you got some that's doing jokes, you got some that's, but these are my guys, and we trying to figure it out together. What we gonna do? When we put Black Star and all that together, that was all because of what?
So E, when we talk about,
and we trying to get everybody out of here.
So E, when we talk about, we need a Black America, do you think that any of that is going to change?
I think it can change.
You think it will change though?
With us understanding, I think it could change with us understanding that the reason behind, like Sub said, why we getting into these wars and all that other stuff, we all dealing with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We all dealing with the same thing. And if we could get out our own way, I think it could change.
But here's another thing that we have is a problem as a people. And y'all can tell me if y'all agree or disagree. Everybody wants to be at the top. Sometimes you got to play your role. Nobody wants to be the janitor. Nobody wants to be, like, everybody wants to be the boss. We all bosses. I'm a boss. No, you're not. You got $14 in your bank account. That's on Cash App. You're not a boss, bro. Sometimes you got to learn how to. That's why I be saying, man, get behind somebody that's really doing it the right way, man. Learn from that person because a lot of them cats really will try to help you. It's just that they don't trust you because they think you're trying to rob and steal from them. You got to prove some of that sometimes. Like, yo, I'm here to do the right thing. Like when I was doing the collection thing, I knew nothing about talking on phones at all. Some good brother said, yo, you got a good voice. And I listened to everything he said after that, man. Everything he said. And I became good at what I did. I was a natural talker because I talk a lot, but I didn't know how to use verbiage, and sizzle and all these things he started teaching me about. I had to learn that, and then I went from one level, next level, whatever. I mean, I still ain't no great guy. I'm just saying I knew how to listen to authority. Sometimes you got to give somebody authority to speak into your life, because if you don't, then you always gonna have the same weak power that you have, and that weak power ain't always strong enough to defeat nothing.
You said it best when you said it's about power, sub, and I think that that's very important, because power in my thought process is subjective. It could be what you think makes you powerful, what someone else says is power, what somebody else says is success. Like, these are all words that are subjective. And when you take those words, you then define who you are, what you're trying to accomplish by your own thinking of what that means. You are absolutely correct. Everybody can't rise to the top. And then, because again, it takes everybody building from the bottom in order to get to the top. And what should be happening is we should be building our foundation so there's 100% strong. When I get to this level, then I reach back and pull you up, and somebody else reaches back and pull the next one up. And so we are now operating and matriculating up a ladder with different rungs and different levels, but all being successful in community, right?
Right.
But we don't do that.
Keith, you a clown.
Keith, man.
As a whole, I don't think we do that. I think we just have we're not united at all, in a sense that if one moves, we'll pull another one up. I don't think that as a whole we would do that in our community.
But we also we're delusional
We gotta get out of our way, yo.
We're delusional on what it means to have made it. We're delusional on what it means. Something that M just said a few minutes ago that it resonated in my soul and my spirit. He said, being in the South, down here, has caused him not to walk outside every day with a grimace look on his face. He has peace, right? To me, that's priceless. You not being angry and going to jail and arguing with everybody and having freedom and liberty, that right there is priceless. And I ain't talking about freedom as we look at this world and this country. I'm talking about peace of mind. That is so priceless. And my thought process is, when I say, like, I can't wait till M could get in a place, I wish I could show y'all what I'm trying to build. I wish I could show y'all, because I'm coming for M. I'm coming for him, because I need him to talk to these young men to understand that if you don't never make $100,000, if you don't never become a billionaire, do you know how special it is to just have peace of mind? To not be looking over your shoulder to know when you're going back.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that means everything to me.
100%.
So to me, when you're talking about success, when you're talking about community, when you're talking about building, when you're talking about that janitor that sweep that hallway every day, cleaning up these nasty schools behind these nasty kids, because parents don't want to teach their kids basic things like cooking, cleaning, taking care of house, whatever. Clean up after yourself. That janitor is sweeping those floors in excellence. Creating a clean environment. I can only imagine what they went through COVID, right? They did all of that, but it takes those people and us having an appreciation to say, thank you for doing that for my kid. You just as important to me as the teacher, as the principal, as the educational system. Because without you, my baby comes home every day, coughing, spitting, choking, whatever, infecting the whole household and impacting me going to work. So thank you.
Yeah.
But we don't be thinking like that sometimes.
Not even that. The part of your thank you should be now teaching your kid to do it for themselves.
How to do that. Exactly.
Go ahead, E. Kim. Get on in there.
Keith asked, how many of them guys have you pulled the NC? You know where my niggas at, Keith? Think about it. Why I'm here. I just said if I was up there, I'd be to smoke somebody or I'd
They either dead or they in jail.
You got it right.
Same thing with my husband.
My niggas doing 50, 90, 100 years, real shit.
Like,
Jesus.
let me just say this. I have grown kids and I got babies, right? The ones that y'all see and talk to and call Uncle Fly, whatever, those are my youngest generation. I got a 30-year-old in Pittsburgh. I got a 27-year-old in Pittsburgh, and I got a 23-year-old in Pittsburgh. And they keep me on my face in prayer. Because I'm telling you right now, my boys are out there. Okay? After seeing what their daddy went through, knowing that he went to the penitentiary, spent 7 years in the feds, not to mention how many bids was state or whatever, because the feds was the final stop. They gave him 25 to life career criminal is what they gave him. But God had another plan. Right?
Amen. Come on.
So now my kids have seen this. You would think mentality would say, no. Let me go down south with my people.
In the hood, Mecca, though, in the hood, I promise you, man, a lot of niggas think jail is stripes, no?
Yeah.
They ain't scared to go to jail. Jail is stripes. They don't care
I
about
I heard somebody say, I ain't scared of no cuffs. I don't like that mentality.
Jail is goddamn stripes for some niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
And it is. But the crazy part about it is for the person that asked, and I can't see all the comments because I'm in here right now, but for the person that asked, how many of them is down here? How many did you bring down here to North Carolina with you? Like literally, I'm raising as many as I can in my house. But because I'm trying to infect them at a younger age before things get where they get, right?
Baby, so if they ain't ready to change, don't bring them here.
I heard you say your boys out here.
But
don't bring them. Let them stay where they at. We don't want them.
But even in trying to bring my own kids, they're like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to. My daughter was down here. She was living down here. You know what that said?
Definitely changing their environment, getting away those distractions count for a lot.
I heard you say your boys are out here. Out where? Out in the streets, outside? It's a lot harder for boys, man. And this one,
why is that though?
Because boys got other boys to compete with.
So it's pride and ego.
It's pride and ego. I'm not gonna make me look like a sucker in front of people. We gotta stand up for ourselves. First of all, look, we taught to stand up for ourselves. If you don't stand up for yourself around boys, you will always get stomped on.
Okay, so you stand up for something that doesn't even belong to you.
No, I'm not talking about no streets or nothing right now. I'm talking about niggas will straight up bully you. If you don't take no pride in nothing, if you don't stand up like you motherfucking don't play with me.
Right.
But it comes to
everywhere though. I'm surprised.
But now that my boys are grown and got kids, they now got kids of their own.
You gotta get past
there comes a point where and that's where I have my area of contention. My husband tells them all the time, like, y'all saw what it did when it ripped me away from me being with y'all to raise y'all. Like, y'all saw what that looked like. Y'all got kids of your own now. So you should be able to look at this and be like, nah, something got to give, something got to change. But see, the hard part about it is in our culture, that's why I said it's in our culture, it's almost like, I don't care how many times you teach a man how to fish. I don't care how many times you show them what they need to do. The truth and the reality is, for some, it just takes a situation where life got to teach you. And it's hard. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be biblical on you, but at the same time, I got to be. And I don't know where it's at in the Quran, but I know it's something in there that talks about when you allow your children to go out and do what it is that they're going to do, you can't run after them and save them every time. You got to stand back and let them experience and become men and women on their own. And sometimes life's experience is the best teacher. Now, does that put us all in a rough situation? Yes, it does. Because I don't know what the outcome will be. And you're not guaranteed to come out on the other side the right way.
I hear you saying they grown with children.
Yes.
So that comes with the reputation, right? That comes with the reputation. Whatever, they grown now. Throughout them years, they've been building up that reputation, and now they got to stick to it. I guess that's how they feel. What are they in their 20s?
27 and 24.
Okay. Yeah, and they it's all off a reputation now.
But let me ask you this, Kim. Why do they feel like they got to stick to it? Why can't you just go ahead and leave it in the past and move on?
Why did you stick to it, sir? Because stop acting like you stopped being a certain way at a certain age. Why did you stop doing it? You had to put a
33
mask
years
on
old
too.
when I finally woke up.
Huh?
33 is when I woke up. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. We all have to put these masks on, right? Growing up in the inner city.
But what I'm saying is this. Okay, so check it out. So when I'm talking about, because me and Mecca kids are similar age, her older ones. I got a 30 and 25. Well, he'll be 30 in 2 weeks. I got a 30 and 25 and a 23, right? For me to not parent them, right, as a man. See, my mom's parented me differently. My mom's let me do a lot of wild stuff that I would not have let me do. But she thought she was making me tougher because that's what that Bronx mentality, Jersey City mentality is. You got to be tough. No, you don't. What you really got to be is smart. Be wise. Move differently. Like when I look at like a Bobby Morgan, Jay Flex. Yo, that dude grew up on Virginia. You know, he grew up in the hood, in the gully, dog. But he had his father. But he had his father talking to him. Man, sometimes, and I know this might sound like some sucker stuff, man, sometimes you got to run to live to fight another day, man.
When you're talking now, right, I'm thinking, and you just dropped the bomb on me, hit me like a ton of bricks. We was training to be part of the problem.
I was just about to say, my uncle ain't teach me like that. He told me to be tough. He made me fight little kids. He put us in the ring and made us fight.
Out of the fucking shit that we was in.
Me and Kim fought when we was 4 or 5 years old. Kim bust my nose, fight was over.
Oh my God, yo, we was training to be part of it.
Uncle Edgar was teaching us early, bro. I was fighting at 4 or 5.
Part of it, though. We was training to be part of that shit, yo. We wasn't training to get out of there.
Yeah, but the truth is, see, we got to stop making people think it's soft to not have to fight. Like, hey, look, man, whatever.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I agree with everything you're saying, though, sir.
You don't fight.
I mean, I love it that my daughter.
On you and you don't fight. You can prepare for that.
I love it that my
baby girl. You have to fight. You got to fight. I'm not saying every single time, but if there's a way that you can walk away without fighting, sometimes you might want to try that.
It takes more strength to walk away than it does to fight.
My second generation of kids is a lot better than my first generation of kids, right? I think I'd be like, God, you gave me a second chance to get this right.
Yeah.
Because this generation of kids, my younger ones, are focused. You know what I mean? Like Zaire and football and school and grades. My daughter, like they're not even like that.
Let
like,
me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think we was trained to fight coming up because of how our ancestors before us came up?
Because they talking about the Willie Lynch syndrome, the Willie Lynch story. That's what we're supposed to do. You got to be the toughest buck in the building.
I mean, then you had Martin Luther King turn the other cheek, and all the type of stuff like.
Hey, yo, think about how many kids that's locked up for murder that didn't know how to control their emotions.
But
think about how many kids. It's a lot of them, bro.
Too. I think it happened everywhere because let me just be honest. Every summer, we had to come to Shelby, North Carolina to stay at my great-grandmother's house. And when I tell you there's no more country than that right there, and we would be out there in that park, in that little front yard where the fence was, them kids used to fight me and push me in the cactus plants. And I'd have to go in the house and get them to pull cactus out of my butt, right? And I'd be so mad, right? They're fighting. I won't say that they wasn't fighting. It's just what we was fighting with was heavy artillery at a little sooner than what they might have been fighting down here. And then the expectation was after you fought down here, your parents and stuff would make y'all kiss, make up, and move on about it. You didn't have to do that there. Like fighting was unto the finish there.
I'm not against training to be able to protect yourself, boxing, little wrestling, little jujitsu, whatever you want to try to do, karate and all that. That's cool, right? But what I have a problem with is we've never been taught to forgive. You know what I mean?
Didn't I tell you that's the difference?
I fought that nigga down in 6th grade. I see him right now. I'm gonna go get him. You're 22 years old.
I had a situation like that.
And that's why it becomes.
I had a situation like that too.
Situation like that.
Hey E, I'm thinking about who. Hey E, you told me a certain person moved you down here. and was like, yo, what's up with your brother, man? I've been looking for him, and this, that, and third. I'm like, man, the last time I seen that Joker, we had a fight in 7th grade. We ain't cool, bro. And I'm in my head saying, are we cool? Is it still a beef? Am I still beefing with this dude from 7th grade?
But that's how it
But
be.
that's
Ain't
why
no way
I
I'm
asked
still
the
beefing with this dude
question.
from 7th
He act
grade.
like he was your
That's
best
why I
friend.
asked y'all that question about the what's the Mix B, Max B, whatever. That's why I asked that question in the chat. Do y'all think so when y'all go, let's just say, for example, when you go to prison, you go to jail, whatever, when you come home, should your release be low key? Because we don't let stuff go, right? People don't let stuff go. Do you think that when you're released back into community, back into the society or whatever, I mean, because for some people, it's always that looking over the shoulder kind of thing. Like, I heard you say, like, you was like, we had a beef in 7th grade, or we good or we not good. Like, shouldn't there be, like, when you get home, shouldn't you just come home low key, just try to mix back into life without all that stuff? Because, you don't know who still got it for you.
We know Jim Jones got
That's
it for him.
true.
We know Jim Jones got it for him. Jim Jones
But
beefing with him.
honestly, for me, coming out of a correctional background, they need to make it mandatory that anyone being or on the verge of release from prison has to have therapy. It needs to be mandatory.
It's supposed to be therapy happening in the system. My mother was a correctional officer for 20 years. What is the purpose of telling it it's rehabilitation and nobody's being rehabilitated?
What other programs
the therapy that they're getting when you're in there, the therapy you're getting, you're not receptive to it because I'm looking at, I got 20 more years. I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. More years of sitting here and look at these walls. I ain't trying to hear what you got to say. But upon release, your mindset starts to change. You got to now figure out, how am I going to adapt back into this world that left me behind? Because we know, or I'm sure some people may not know, when you behind bars, time kind of stops for that individual. You still stuck at that moment you went behind them bars, clink, clink. Some people still learn something, but mentally the world has left you behind. So if you're still in that same mentality from when you left, and why some people still come out with those grudges, is because they still they haven't had a chance to release that yet. They haven't had to talk to anybody to say, okay, I'm sorry, or get an apology, or, move on productively. So I think that unless we start with the prison population, getting them that therapy before they're released or soon as they're released as a requirement, those people will not be rehabilitated unless they go through a series of changes amongst themselves. Because I promise you, I worked at a prison with people who went back over and over and over and over and over again.
What you saying?
What programs do they have there, first and foremost? Before I say what the next.
It depends on the kind of prison you go to.
And prison, yep.
Some prisons have their program prison. Right? Some are just straight time.
Can you request to be transferred to another prison that got programs for you? Because some cats get in there and, like Kim saying, there ain't nothing for you to do. But if it's another prison that I could go to do my time, because I want to better myself when I get out.
Let's say this though. There's something for them to do. Is whether they choose to do it or not.
Yeah,
you go wherever they sing you. And for me, I can't say this is for everybody. I knew I was going to prison, right? Before I went to trial, I knew I was going to probably lose. So I was already preparing. But I had a plan before jail. I made a plan for when I went to jail, and a plan for when I came home. Like, I don't know what nobody else doing, but if you can't work on yourself in the time you go to prison, therapy, I don't think a lot of people gonna do no therapy. Like when we used to do groups, like we did all types of groups, grief and loss, anger management, where you take your anger out and do all this so crazy. We did a whole bunch of programs, right? We comfortable programming with each other, but sitting talking to a stranger, a lot of people ain't gonna do that. Like,
but that's why I told you that we have to do better out here, creating programs that's going to take people like you into that space so that they can see for a fact. No, we're not giving you. Let me tell you something. I sit with psychologists, psychiatrists, therapists, counselors, chaplains on a regular basis, having conversations and meetings about who we're sending in. The people that signed up to go into those spaces, when I go into the prison ministry, they get a different message from Mecca than what, and I can't really always go into the spaces except for when I go into the men's camp. I can only go in there with certain messages, right? On certain days when they want a woman's perspective, right? But they will use, and it depends on what's happening. Because again, a woman coming in the men's institution sometimes could be a lot.
Yeah, God's crazy, man. They get crazy.
It does. And so, but when I go into the women's institutions and we're having these conversations, we're sitting in trainings to talk about what you're going in to talk to them about from a psychological standpoint. What therapy treatments are you giving them? What programs are you providing for them? I can promise you 87 to 93% of those programs are not from people and chaplains and ministers and sharmas or nobody's going in there with a raw, real message or raw and real therapy like they need from somebody who's been there. They're not getting that conversation.
And that's why I think it's not being received as well, because having worked there, I get a lot of one-on-one conversations with inmates. And a lot of their complaints is, I don't want to talk to you because you don't know what I've been through. You never lived in the city. You never lived in this third world country. I have people from all over the world. But if you can't reach that person with experience, it's hard for them to hear that you understand where they're coming from and that they have the ability to get to where you're trying to tell them where to get to.
That's why my church is so grateful in Raleigh. When we lived there for 10 years, that's why they were so grateful to have a street ministry team that they always sent my husband to do the street ministry, because he's not coming in here in no suit and no tie. He coming in with all his tattoos out. He's on the back of his motorcycle. He's coming to get, and he's gonna spit you what's in the word, right? He gonna give you the word because he's a street minister now. He been there. He know where y'all at, and it's real, and they can receive it. But then that's another thing. How many churches, organizations, mosques, all that is willing to give that real raw that needs to happen?
Because then they will have to reveal that they are flawed from the beginning. They have issues from the beginning. They're not willing to do that.
That's just a lot of my question is on. Why do we hold on to where we come from so much? Are you trying to get somewhere? Or are you trying to stay where you came from? Because sometimes where you came from might have been doo-doo.
You still have to acknowledge where you come from in order to get to your destination. You can't leave who you were.
I don't think it's part of who you are. I think you always should be able to glance back, right? Like, I appreciate you being able to glance back and give me your experiences, because that matters. Like, sometimes when you are most vulnerable, Sub, you talk to us about what it was like when you came out of your divorce and what it was like when you went into your marriage. When I tell you that be the rawest, realest stuff, because I know, and I can save this for Wednesday if we need to, but I just as an example, for me, that's important. Me and my husband have been through a lot, and we was almost facing divorce, and it was ugly. And sometimes hearing you talk about what that was like, that has served as fuel and food for us in our marriage, whether you know it or not. Let me give you your homage and credit right now. Because that means that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. And hearing E, y'all know me, E is like, I can never tell you how much I value this time that I get with y'all. And I might not be able to say it all the time, but I just want to give y'all flowers right now for who you are as individuals, not just this show, but who you are. Because I'm telling you right now, being able to look back like you do, glance back and see where you came from, that helps to tell the story that builds those ladders of how people build up. How do they get, this is how I do this. This is how I move. So it's not a question of us being stuck. It's not a question of us going back to that. It's not a question of holding on to it. And I said that to my husband all the time, like, you keep giving me these prison stories, but those prison stories is what gives him fuel to keep pushing.
Got to have relevance. If you're not relevant, you cannot relate.
So I appreciated it. And again, it's not even about staying stuck. But sometimes when y'all pull out the most dirtiest, ugliest, nastiest truth about where you've been, I can't tell you how many bonds of bondage that broke.
And look at it like this also, Sub. In addition to that, when you're talking to the young people and you tell them where you came from, you give them that vision that there's a possibility you can get here too. Yeah. Some people don't have that vision when you're in the street, and I hear it a lot of times. They don't see that they can be at a 9-to-5 job. They don't see that they can be their own boss. They don't see that they can go to college. They don't see that they can do this. They can get married.
Just the same thing when you said about the way you talk. You was like, I didn't know how to do these collections or whatever. Like, I could talk, I could communicate, but I wasn't all like that. I have so many young boys that I see on a regular basis that be like, Miss Mecca, like the way I talk ain't even like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Miss Mecca, I ain't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how they talk. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me teach you the difference between money language and chilling language.
Oh, we had that hour. We had that hour. We had that hour. We had that hour.
I tell you what, there's a dynamic going on. I don't know what's going on. Dynamic going on.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Hey, yo, good dynamic, yo. Before we head on out of here, man, we got a lot of topics we ain't touched today, man. We got to get to it tomorrow. Salt and Pepper and, Outkast. Rock Roll Hall of Fame.
Big shout out.
We're going to talk about it tomorrow. And we're going to talk about your boy Trump, of course. But, yo, man, love a great show, man. I am Immortal EMS, 1-4 for the Band of Brothers. 1-4 for the Barcode Boys Club Chronicles, 1-4 for the Barcode Boys Sports Desk. Hey, man, I am the Have-Nots mascot. The ladies came in and took it over. Y'all see what's going on. Listen, man, we got a dynamic going on here. I appreciate it. Get over there to that YouTube, like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I see y'all tomorrow, man.
Hey, man, make sure y'all tuning in Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time because we on the East. Look, man, it's been a pleasure. I'm enjoying this so much right now, man. Shout out to all the subscribers out there. But listen, we need more. So tell a friend to come in here again and again and again. Like, subscribe, share. I am Steve with the B, and the B stands for victory. Hulk Hogan with the slogan, I ain't even joking, man. To God be the glory. That's the best part of my story, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Hey, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere. You ain't never die. I'm the Jersey representative in the South. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in with us this Monday. I want to thank my ladies for coming through, Mecca and LBZ, for holding us down today. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all know we're gonna have an epic week this week, man. We're getting closer to that season finale. We're gonna have a big season finale. We'll update y'all throughout the week on how that's gonna go. But appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. We see y'all tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Nobody else?
Thanks for having me. I always love this. Look, I love crashing y'all's space. I love it. It's awesome. I appreciate it. But I do appreciate being able to bring my experience and being able to bring what I offer from the table. Sometimes we need some statistics. Sometimes we need to just add a little bit of a cushion for what we be talking about. So thanks for the invite.
Ditto. Have a good day on purpose, y'all.
And we appreciate it.
Indeed.
All right.
Peace.
A lot of losses, my nigga. That shit changed my
Niggas can't
life.
walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway from nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need God to come through. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
You are now listening to Barcode Boys.